Okay. Since I have it, I might as well like give out my impressions on the PowerA controller. I mean, they're all the same. These types of controller, the PowerA, the standard model, pretty much. They come in various colors. This is the white variant. Don't remember if it's called like gray fog, something like that. But yeah, I bought this in 2000, at the end of 2020. This works for Xbox One, Xbox Series, and of course PC. There's also a smaller variant came out last year, I think. It's called the Nano. I haven't had the occasion to try that one. I would like to because I think this one is a little bit too big, slightly big for my hands. So I'd like to try that one too, maybe in the future. But yeah, I had to change this once because I got stick drift on this on the left stick. It wasn't too big, wasn't really that big of a deal, but it still was there. So I got it changed. I got it replaced from Amazon because here you have if you buy stuff sold by Amazon, you get 2 years warranty. So you just tell them you have a problem, and then they'll either refund you or give you a replacement. So that's what I did. So last year I got stick drift, and I got it changed. It was around May or June, and so far it's been going okay. The replacement. Overall, very quick overview. The sticks are very sensitive. Like on the same in-game settings as the other like mostly the G7 and the Kaleid. When I move the sticks on this pad on the same settings, like same aim settings and movement settings, camera settings, and everything, the aim like goes way faster compared to the Gainser controllers, for example. And the thing is, these PowerA don't have an app, so you just have to adjust your settings within the game, in-game settings. It's not like the Gainser who have an app where you can also like tune even more your stuff, which I think they should do. If they want to remain competitive, they should do. The D-pad is okay. It feels a bit cheap, but it works okay. I didn't have any problems with it so far. Very precise. Sorry, I'm stretching myself. Very precise in the basic directions and everything. Diagonals also work fine too. This one, supposedly you can regulate the volume if you play on console or with the jack for the headphones. I've never used it because I use this on PC, so I can't tell you how much good it is, if it works or anything else. Caps, the Xbox, the ones for Xbox One and Series work fine, so you'll be okay. Buttons, they do have a bit of a travel to them. See, but you get used to it. Not my favorite buttons, but not my least favorite either. My least favorite buttons are the ones on the Series controller, Xbox Series controller. No. Yeah, these are an in between. the old Xbox 360 controllers and the Xbox One, because they have the travel distance, but also like they feel a bit cheap. So, and in between, the bumpers are hands down the worst part of the controller because they don't feel very reactive. They are not very ergonomic at all. And they share the same design throughout all the PowerA controllers, which is something I really don't like. Feels like they're selling you the same controller over and over. The day they change this, it's the day I will actually start considering these controllers seriously. More seriously. At least more than I do now. I did, like, when this was the first controller, one of the first controllers with back buttons I tried, I liked it way more. But after I tried the competition, yeah, they need some improvements. Triggers are comfortable. Nothing to complain about these. Feel a bit cheap, but they also are comfortable, so it's not the end of the world. It's not the big deal. Back buttons are very good, comfortable, easily reachable, but also need the right amount of force to be activated. So you don't really get to press them like randomly, or if it happens, it's very, very, very rare. Ergonomics wise, it's fine. Maybe if you have small hands, this one will feel a bit big, but I don't know. My hands are average, and it's fine ergonomics wise. What else can I say? There's another variant. It's the Spectra. I think it's called the Spectra, PowerA Spectra, which is basically the same controller with the RGB on the perimeter and buttons, and it also has trigger stops, but the trigger stops on that one only exclude like 30% of the travel for the trigger. So they're better than nothing, but still not perfect. And that's pretty much the same controller, except it has the RGB and the trigger stops. The buttons, the buttons on that one, I've tried it the other year, last year, but I sent it back because I didn't like the front buttons. They are more similar to the series controller, and they have less of a travel, but they still feel cheap. So I sent it back because of that mostly. It's a slightly more pro version of this controller. The thing with these controllers, though, this one and the Spectra, is that at $40 they don't cut it anymore, considering the Calade and the G7, and there's a lot of competition in this segment for the $40 segment. So you really need to be competitive, and in my opinion, the PowerA are not competitive, at least not at $40. They need to be less, $30 at most, because they simply don't have the features to compete with the game surf, for example. So definitely need to change something, and also the bumpers. Definitely develop an app also for the less premium models, because only their premium models do have app, like the game, the PowerA Fusion. They've made 3 of those. They all are the same, at least like ergonomics wise. They all share the same bumpers and everything. So yeah, they need to change that. They need to be more competitive, in my opinion. They need to lower their prices if they haven't already. Like on Amazon in my country, the Spectra has been $30 for 2 months already, and that's the right price in my opinion. Shouldn't cost more than that. And the Nano, which is a smaller variant of this one. It's 23 I've seen, but it's on sale. But yeah, I won't pay more than 23 bucks for that one either. 23 euros or 23 bucks, so yeah. But yeah, these are my impressions on the PowerA controllers. Decent controllers, but they need to be, to do something to be more competitive, because competition in this segment is very fierce. So yeah. This is it for now. So see you on the next video.